Today we will be demoing PMG's Service Build Accelerator. The Service Build Accelerator enables non-PMG Service Catalog administrators to create and manage simple services as well as approval and task assignments for a service's underlying workflow processes. With the Accelerator, service managers may create services, define questions and values, and assign, edit, and manage approvals and tasks for the Service Build Accelerator's default workflow. Before we begin, let's review some fundamental concepts of service creation and workflow human activity in the context of the Service Catalog workflow. Services are the products or business offerings made available through the Service Catalog that may be requested by consumers. Upon locating a desired offering, a user may open the form, respond to the questions presented, and then submit the request for fulfillment. Upon submission, the request is handed to the PMG Service Catalog Service Process Engine. The Service Process Engine enables human interaction throughout the delivery lifecycle of a request or business process. At its simplest, there are two distinct types of human interactions: approvals and tasks. Approvals are actions taken by a person whereby a request is reviewed and a subsequent granting or denying of the request is made. Tasks are work assignments where a specific action or set of actions is required by the assignee to fulfill the service. To begin, launch the Service Build Accelerator by going to your organization's PMG Service Catalog and typing Service Build Accelerator in the search text box. The Service Build Accelerator is comprised of 4 sections: service definition, form questions, workflow process, and service managers. The Service Definition tab enables service managers to define service criteria for new services, including the name and description of the services, its associated categories, and any pricing. To define a new service, simply select Add New from the Add New or Modify select list at the top of the form. Note that Add New is the default option. Next, enter Service ID. This is a unique alphanumeric identifier for the service. Should the ID you entered already be in use, a warning message will prompt you. Now, enter a service name to identify the service in the catalog. This will be the title of the service as it appears to the end user. This is a required field. Next, enter a description. This allows for a more detailed explanation of the service. Enter as much information about the service so the customer knows exactly what's included, when it will be delivered, and how it may be delivered. This is also a required field. If you like, you can add an image by clicking the Select File button on the Add Image question. Next, select the categories you wish the service to appear in. Enter any keywords. Keywords are used so users can find services by common phrases or search words. We will leave Show Pricing set to false, as well as leave Base Price and Recurring Price blank. These fields are used to show users the cost of an item, as well as set their costs. Next, we will click Continue at the bottom right to proceed to the next tab. The Form Questions tab enables service managers to define or modify the service questions presented to the customer when ordering an offering. To create a new question, fill out all the required fields and click Save Question. To add a new question, first select the question type. There are several question types to choose from, including Agreement, Checkbox List, Date, File Upload, Fixed Value, Information, Multi-Select List, Radio Set, Section Header, Select List, Single Checkbox, Text Area, and Text Box. Each serves a different function. To begin, let's choose a Select List type question and enter paper type in the question display. Next, add the types of paper that may be ordered into the default values area. We will leave the display value type question as static. However, the Service Build Accelerator does allow you to create dynamic questions that retrieve data from database tables if necessary. We will set the required option to true by clicking it. Now click Save Question. You'll notice that a link to view the form has appeared. Clicking this link will take you to the service for viewing. Additionally, the question has been added to the existing question section below so that you can edit the question if needed. Now, let's add the rest of our questions to the form. Add a date question type, select weekdays, required in the properties, and click Save Question. Let's add a select list. Number of cases, add some default values, select required in the properties, and click Save. We'll add a text area called Comments and click Save. Well, maybe we should have the needed by date up top. So let's reorder the questions, move the needed by question to the top, and click Reorder Remove. Wait a second, and then view our form. A service has been created, however, we still need to define the process for fulfillment. Let's take a look at how. Now that we have a form, let's define a fulfillment process. Click the Workflow Process tab. The Workflow Process tab enables the Service Manager to define new activities that will take place within the default workflow. To create a new activity, fill out all required fields and click Create Activity. Let's begin by selecting an activity type. For our first process step, we will select Approval. We will add a subject for any notification that may be sent to the approver. Enter Approve Paper Request. Now, add a message. The Web Worklist display will be the task title the approver will see in their Web Worklist inbox. Let's enter Request Received for Paper. OLA duration is the allowable time permitted for the task in days. Let's enter 1. To send an email notification, we will check the box. And finally, let's assign the activity. In this case, we will assign the Requester Manager. Now we will click Create Activity and we'll see our activity populate below. If not, we can click the Refresh button. Just as with our questions, we can move or edit our activities in the existing Activities panel below. We will add one more activity to assign someone to deliver the paper once it has been approved. Activity type of task, subject, please deliver paper, add a message, set the Web Worklist display to paper delivery needed, OLA of 1 day, send an email, assign a queue. Here we will select the Service Desk queue, click Create Activity, and refresh the list. The SBA also allows the assignment of service managers. By default, the creator of the service is the service manager. We won't add any additional service managers for this service, but we will just click Commit Service. The existing process does assign a review to a Service Catalog administrator. Upon completion of the review, the service is made public and orderable. As you can see, with no code and in just a few minutes, your service managers are able to define services in the Service Catalog, freeing up valuable IT personnel time to focus on more complex IT issues.